Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I am Lanolin, and we are back with episode 78 of my modded Minecraft Let's Play series. And in this episode, we're going to finally do something with all of this wood that I have. But first, actually, we need to kind of mess around with a few projects that need a little bit of tweaking. First things first, our mana setup, as usual, is doing wonderfully, but I noticed that if I actually upgraded all of these mana spreaders to elven mana spreaders, I could actually tweak this to happen a little bit more often. So that way, when we do need mana, it'll produce more mana much faster, which will be cool. But before we mess with that, oh, that's still... I removed this one, but for whatever reason, it still thinks... Like, it still acts as if one is still there, so that pathway is still there. But I wanted to mention a few things about the potato farms that we made. First things first, I do know that I can use one harvester and one planter for everything in this room. All in one. Like, it's actually pretty cool. But I don't want to. I think this looks really cool. Now, in the future, I might change it to use just the one. Specifically because using a lot of harvesters and a lot of planters can get a little bit laggy, if you will. It does have a noticeable impact on the stability of your server or single player world if you use a whole lot of them. So just keep that in mind. So yeah, something else that I went ahead and did, I noticed that I needed some place for poisonous potatoes because every time one, oh man, nice. Every time one of these would stop, I'd be like, why does it stop? Like, it would just sit there, stop, broken. Just like, what is wrong? It would get clogged with a poisonous potato because there's nowhere to send it. So it would just sit there and stop, and everyone was sad. Finally, the last thing I had to do was go through, and I needed to change all of these guys to insert on the Ender IO conduits because I noticed that they weren't refilling themselves. I actually had the same issue when I did these three guys over here, if we recall, if you're a long-time watcher of the series. Yeah, we ran into an issue with these guys not refilling themselves, and yeah, I figured it out. So everything's working perfectly now. The room is all nice and beautified. It's all nice and lit up. But I really don't like using all these bloodlights all over the place because they do cause, a little bit of particle effects and stuff like that. That can cause a little bit of FPS issues once we get our base to be, like, massive. We're going to want to save everywhere we can. So while I do like the blood lamps, or the bloodlights, for small spaces because they work really well, they're, really nice. For huge spaces, I have something better. And thankfully, it's actually pretty easy to make because we already have most of our Thaumcraft stuff ready to go. Oh yeah, I also figured out how to lock these drawers. You have to make a key. Simple as that. Nice. Pretty simple to make. I went ahead and made one up really quick. And yeah, I locked all the drawers because the potatoes kept getting pulled out. By the way, we have a crap ton of potatoes now. We've caught all the way up to, well, I guess almost all the way up to these guys yet. And I haven't been hanging out too long. And yeah, looks all nice in here now. I didn't mess with this stuff yet just because I wasn't sure if I was, like, done. I was thinking about putting on another redstone furnace, but I decided not to. Oh, yeah, also, I also noticed the mistake that I made with the colors. If you see, I changed this to cyan. I had both redstone circuits for the potatoes set to purple, so when this one was off, it wouldn't work, and yeah. So, a few mistakes that I noticed that I had, and yeah, fix it now. So, what I want to do for the first half of this episode is do a little bit of maintenance with Britannia, as far as getting those elven mana spreaders made, which will be pretty quick, only take a sec, and lighting this area up. Now, that's also pretty quick. But we gotta go run over to our Thaumcraft stuff because there's actually some cool stuff that we can do with Thaumcraft. But first things first, since Britannia's stuff is right here, let's do it. Oh yeah, I finally added some Luminizers. Woot! Nice. I figured it would be easier if we just went upwards rather than downwards as well because I can just jump down. No big deal. So where did they go? Oh yeah, I have them ready. 5 elven mana spreaders. Dun, 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 dun. And then we can hit this guy, float on up. Dude, Luminizers are sick. I would have to say that this setup is a little bit less practical than I hoped it would be. But for little stuff like this, just kind of going up a quick spot, dude, they're perfect. Perfect. This is just a little bit too... Like, I like it. It's cool. And while I used it, it's pretty effective. But I really like it for, like, little bits like this. That was really cool. So anyway, let's move these mana spreaders out of here. Because the reason why I have the timer set to what it is isn't actually because of, well, I guess it's kind of because of the Gormorilius, but really it's because the mana spreaders don't spread the mana fast enough for me to be able to dump a bunch of stuff in there. Because the plants, like, the flowers dump their mana, like, almost instantly. So, well, they dump their mana into the spreaders almost instantly. Then the spreaders have to spread them. So, really the time is in the spreaders. Because the plants eat up the potatoes pretty quick. Nice, so those are all set. Here we go, let's fill this up. I was making a little bit of Terra Steel. Because, man, I really want some Terra Steel armor, man. So I've been doing a little bit of mana transferring back and forth. I'm not really sure if I want to put the agglomeration plate up there or not. Or up here or not, or how I want to do that. Alright, so anyway. Since these guys can spread a whole lot faster than the other dudes, see how they're like almost empty already? Yeah. See, they stop before the next one even ticks, which is way better than the normal mana spreaders. So what I'm going to do is actually turn this down to about 7 seconds, just to start it off, see how well it does. We also want to make sure we're checking our plants too. Because again, they eat the baked potatoes super quick. Wow, we could even turn this down even more. Nice. Oh, that is awesome. Dude, I like it. I think 6 is good. 6 is a good time. So this thing will fill up much faster now that we have these mana spreaders here to spread the mana out a little bit quicker. Because the Gormorilius, again, eat the baked potatoes pretty quickly. So really the bottleneck was in the spreaders. But now, I mean, I could guess you say that there might still be a little bit of a bottleneck. And there is a better mana spreader. We cannot make it yet, as we need a Gaia Spirit. And, yeah, no Gaia Spirit yet. I don't want to deal with the Gaia until we have a full set of Terra Steel armor, and I make a bunch more potions. And we are nowhere near that. And the potions, I'm just kind of hanging out, kind of doing that when I have time. I don't really have the time at the moment. So anyway, now that the mana has been upgraded just a little bit, I actually had to open up the portal to get some stuff for the Luminizers, which was cool. So I took the opportunity to go ahead and grab a bunch of pixie dust. Well, I guess I could have grabbed a bunch more. I don't know why I didn't, but whatever. Whatever. So the next thing that I wanted to do, I mentioned it a little bit, was oh yeah, lamps. Lamps, the lights from Thaumcraft. I think I have. Oh, I thought I had my Thauminomicon on me. But anyway, Thaumcraft adds some pretty cool lamps that are excellent for large rooms because they all on their own they provide a pretty huge radius, and then on top of that same light that they emit will also spread a little bit, so it's pretty cool. So where are they at? I'm looking for the Arcane Lamp. Hello? Arcane Lamp? I wish I could zoom out. It's got to be under Artifice. Oh, there we go. Arcane Lamp. There's a couple other types of lamps that you can make too. Like the Lamp of Growth works just like the flower that we have sitting out there for our trees. And then the Lamp of Fertility, that casting a romantic light on things. I believe that makes your animals want to breed, which is pretty cool. I might actually look into that. That's something that we don't have at the moment. But anyway, so the Arcane Lamp, large source of light. This mystical lamp can be attached to walls, floors, or ceilings, and will provide a strong, steady light. Additional sources of light may also appear up to 16 blocks away, wherever light levels fall below accepted safe levels. Remember, only you can prevent zombie outbreaks. These secondary sources of light will disappear soon after the lamp has been removed. Nice. So again, it gives you a large area for lighting. So the materials are pretty straightforward. Daylight sensor, amber block. Oh, we can finally use some of these freaking amber. If you're curious what these are for, that right there. And I want to get 4 actually. Perfect. They're really pretty too, actually. Back in the day when they were first introduced, oh no, they are still clear. Nice. Their texture has changed. But I didn't realize that they were actually still translucent. That's pretty neat. So yeah, they make a really nice glass because they look really cool, and you can still like they're still you have to get like right up on them to really see through them. So it's pretty cool for like secret bases and stuff, unless of course you recognize the amber block texture, which most people do. But yeah, it is really cool because you can see through it like amber. So what was the other thing? A daylight sensor. Oh man, I hope I have enough to make this. 2, 3, 4, yes. I know I went and got nether quartz, but I actually upgraded my sword a little bit because it really doesn't do that much damage. I noticed. I was fighting a zombie in full iron armor, and it like took forever to kill the guy, and I'm like, what the hell, man? The bitch slayer's a little wet noodle. I was not amused. All right, so where's our lamp? Arcane lamp. Here we go. Oh wait. Wait, I actually think I forgot a lot of things. Give me a second. I will be right back with all of our materials. All right, I am back, and I think we have what we need to make our arcane lamps. 4 of them, please. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Nice. Wait, are my particle effects off? Huh. I wonder why it's not showing the beam. It's charging, but it's not showing, like, the... Aw. That's too bad, man. It looks so cool. Alright. Anyway. Let's get back on over here. And... Ah! Don't look! I've been doing some work to prepare for future episodes. Because like I said, I want to take care of that charcoal. I want to convert our wood to charcoal. But that's later on in the episode. We're going to work on that. So, oh yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I don't know why it still registers as that being there. I think I might need to restart the server, maybe. But whatever. So anyway, what I'm going to do, going to go ahead and do the painstaking task of going through and breaking all of these guys, wherever they might be. Yeah. So anyway, I will be right back. I'm going to go ahead and knock out all of the lights. We're going to come back and I'm going to place these arcane lamps because I really want you guys to see like how awesome these arcane lamps are. So give me a moment and I will be right back. All right, so I'm back, and I left a few of the lights up just because if it gets too dark in here, the crops will start to like pop off. So anyway, I'll more than likely get the rest later on. So first things first, I made 4 because I don't think 1 will fill up the whole room, but we can try. First of all, let's find a central location right here, and boom. It takes a sec. You got to give it a couple. Just a little bit of time for it to spread out, but it should spread out to most of the area around it. It's pretty cool. And then again, I don't think it's going to be able to fill up the whole area. Now, all these dark spots, again, it will eventually fill up. Like it'll be nice and bright in here. It just takes a little bit of time for it to go ahead and find all the dark spots and all that fun stuff. And then the next one, I think I'll put like right here. Sweet. And I wasn't sure, like, I think 2 will be perfect. But I went ahead and made 2 extra just in case. But I'm going to let these guys go ahead and fill up the room with their wonderful light. As you can see, like, the room's already brightening up pretty quickly. Nice. Arcane lamps, pretty damn awesome. And cheap. They're really cheap to make. Daylight sensor just requires some, nether quartz. And then amber block. Amber is everywhere. Iron ingots and then night ore. The only thing that's a little... Actually, no. And then aqua, air, and ignis. Like, super easy to make. Like, you can make these guys pretty early in your Thaumcraft adventures if you so choose. I don't recommend putting them outside. I haven't done it in a long time, but the last time I used arcane lamps, I guess it was a few versions ago, I put them outside and it, like... I don't know. It was weird. I wouldn't say it made everything really laggy. It just took a long time for it to light everything up. I don't know. It was weird. So anyway, now that we're finished with that, like that was pretty much the last thing I wanted to do with the potatoes in this room. Was just kind of light everything up with something a little bit more, I don't know, FPS friendly, if you will. in large mass. Plus, I think these guys are going to do a little bit better job because 2 blocks are doing what one guy did. Or not one guy. Like, I don't know, 30 of these things. And actually, let me get rid of the rest now. I'm going to leave these guys right on top just because, I don't know, reasons, I guess. I don't really see anything else. Oh, there's one. There's one. Yeah. There's one. Nice. So even though I'm breaking all these, that should fill up. And actually, believe it or not, because this is open, the light should pour into here and light up in here. But because I don't know for sure, I'm just going to leave these lights in here. But yeah, look at that. It's all nice and lit up now. It looks good. So anyway, the next step in this episode actually is more focused on charcoal and how we have this extremely large excess of wood that I want to do something with. I want to turn it into charcoal. And, well, there's quite a few steps involved in doing that. Well, I guess not in turning it into charcoal, but utilizing this charcoal in a useful way that we can definitely benefit from. Also, I added luminizers. Yay! By the way, as you can see, like, you can go through glass without issue. Like, obviously, you can't go completely through glass, but, like, as far as hitting your head, not a big deal. But I tried doing that with these guys. Yeah, I definitely took a bunch of damage going up here as my face scraped up against the wall. I also upgraded this to diamond. I was actually going to upgrade it to emerald, an emerald space upgrade or storage upgrade, but I couldn't because I don't have enough emeralds. Sad day. Which actually reminded me that there's a village right above my base, and I think I mentioned it briefly in when we were doing our Thaumcraft stuff. Oh, I can see the stars. I didn't realize that. I thought I had to be closer down there. That's cool. Yeah, Britannia Star Gazer or Star or something. It's down there. You can see it's a little purple thing. But anyway, I mentioned kind of rebuilding the village and getting the villagers working again, like getting them going and getting them actually doing villager things. And because of that, I want to actually build up a little bit up top here. And that's why I decided to build a little area where we're going to be converting all of this wood into charcoal. Now that we have room, this guy's... Whoa, I need to upgrade my apple storage. Holy crap. And I think actually I can do that with this. Haha, perfect. Bam. What does that sound? That sounds super spooky. Ah. All right, anyway. So yeah, this guy's happy to finally be working again. He's been pretty much just driving in circles for like the past, I don't know how many weeks, doing nothing, because it's been full. And I haven't had anything to do with it. But now I do. Now I'm ready. I'm ready to do stuff. I've got a lot of fun stuff to do for the next, I don't know, few episodes for sure. A lot of stuff to do. But the first things first, we got to get some method in which that we can turn this stuff into charcoal. And honestly, it's pretty easy, pretty straightforward. I think we're going to honestly stick with this guy in here. Oh yeah, the good old alloy smelter from Ender.io. Now, one issue that we're going to run into is that we don't actually have any power out there. So I think what I'm going to do is use just this hardened energy cell as our source of power. Now, in the future, we're going to have a boiler out there and everything that's going to be able to create power for us. So, then it won't be an issue. But for now, I think what I'm going to do is take my extra hardened energy cell I have here and charge it up. And I think I can charge it just by putting it like right there. All right, cool. Wait, let me double check. You're charging, right? Okay, yeah. I just glanced at it for a second. I didn't actually see if it was... I saw it going up or moving. I just didn't see if it was up or down. So anyway, next thing that we need to do, we need to make our alloy smelter. We've seen these guys before. Pretty straightforward. I was going to do... I was looking at a few other methods as far as the creation of charcoal goes, like just automating it. And honestly, this is most straightforward. Just Ender.io pipes right into the back of a alloy smelter. Easy as pie. And oh man, we almost have all the parts. Oh, nice. Thought I was going to have to make a bunch of stuff. See, what the heck? I'm not even in creator mode. Why are you making me look like I'm cheating? Anyway. There we go. Alloy smelter. Sweet. After that, we need our conduits. I'm pretty sure we only need item conduits. I'm going to grab some energy conduits just in case, but I think we're good with just the alloy smelter just like sitting right on top of the power cell. But we'll see. We're also going to need some oak drawers. I like the dark oak drawers. They look good to me. We're also going to need an indicator, I think. Because I also like the indicators. So storage drawers. Good. We've got some... Oh, nice. Storage upgrade. Okay, that'll be good to have. Because chances are we're going to need more space for all of this. Because all of this wood is going to be turned into charcoal. And it's 1-to-1. So right now we have 22,000 oak wood logs. I mean, we're going to have 22,000 charcoal. But we should have enough time to be able to upgrade. Like we're not in a rush to make a bunch of upgrades, but I do want the indicator light because I think it looks cool as hell. 1 and 2, and then we need upgrade template. And nice status upgrade shows fill level. That's what gives it that little bar that you can see where you can like quick, nice little indication of how full it is. What else do we need? Oh, yeah, we also need an octadic capacitor. Wait. There it is. Octadic. Do we have the parts? Go! Oh, so close. It's actually funny. The stuff that we don't have is pretty simple stuff. Actually, I guess if we have a double layer capacitor, that'll work fine, too. So I think we have everything. Got our item conduits, got our energy conduits, storage upgrade, double layer capacitor to speed this puppy up, alloy smelter. Actually, I should be a responsible thaumaturge and put this iron back where I found it. I know I stopped to take a break to grab materials, but turns out it was actually all in there anyway. But it gave me a chance to take a drink of water, as I'm sure a few of you noticed. I could have used one at the time. So let's go down here and grab our energy cell. Gimme. By the way, it is much better to break that with the Yetta wrench or wrench equivalent. What am I doing? Oh, yeah. Dude, this portal gun, so useful. You know how much running around I would have to do back and forth every time I needed to grab something? Again, the portal gun is a fantastic for going places long distances that you're only going to be for temporary amounts of time. So I highly recommend making it. Some people say the portal gun is really overpowered, and yeah, I mean you can say that it is, but I find it just useful for its utility. So anyway, I kind of didn't really say anything, but I built a little bit of an area here that we're going to use going forward for our charcoal experiments. So let's get this guy down. Alloy smelter right there. Oh, by the way, this is limestone, if you're curious. Pretty nice. I had a bunch of it, so I figured I'd use it. And then, believe it or not, I'm actually going to have my drawer over here. Let me go ahead and toss the upgrade on him now. Nice. And yeah, hardened energy cell is going to go on top of this guy. Have you should right into him. Perfect, which means I don't need these energy conduits. I am probably going to need more item conduits though. Ah! What are these freaking dirt monsters? Oh no! Ah. Water be gone. Nice. Okay, so I am going to do more item conduits, but that's whatever. Let's go grab some here in a minute. For now, though, I need to run this out of here like that. Now, we're going to set this up very similarly to how we did the potatoes. Actually, we're going to set it up pretty much exactly how we did the potatoes. Now, keep in mind, the reason why I used the thermal dynamics pipes is because their round robin is a little bit more reliable. In my experience, other people might say the Ender IO round robin method or algorithm works better, but in my experience, thermal dynamic one works great, so that's what I went with. Plus, it looks cool, even though I didn't use the pipes you can look through. But anyway, I think this guy is the one. So we need to set this one to in and out, and on extract, which is going to be always active. On brown, you're going to go in here, and you are going to be on insert on brown. That should give us nothing. I wonder why that didn't work. Whoops. Insert, please. Only, okay. This is priority, by the way. It's kind of weird when you mouse over it. Sometimes it doesn't show up. Sometimes it won't. I don't know. But channel brown, that's good. You are extracting. Channel brown, always active. Insert on green, good. Why aren't you filling up? Oh, you're on. Oh, well, yeah, I don't know why you're not filling up with wood. Why? I'm not really sure why that's not working. What is that creepy sound? Like, I know you guys can hear it too, because I can hear it, but whatever. So why isn't this working? That's kind of weird. Whoa. Or maybe I need to set this guy to pull. I mean, I really doubt I need to set him to pull, but it's there, I guess. What? Insert. Channel brown. Good to go. Oh, those are apples? Oh, man. Whoopsie doodles. There we go. Now we should get our nice oak wood burning. Woot woot. Okay, see, my bad. My bad. See, I could see the little gold outline, but I thought it was on this side, and then I kind of looked at it a little bit closer. I'm like, wait a second. That's not the right one. That's not the right one at all. So there we go. No issues. So these guys are going to come in here, and they're going to create charcoal. We can actually toss the double layer capacitor in here, get him going. This guy's going to stay alive for a while. He should be good. And if anything, he can act as our buffer for the storage over here. So once he dies, we won't be able to make any more charcoal or any of that. So, yeah. So the other reason why I use the alloy smelter is because it makes 3 at a time, which is kind of nice. I was going to get a bunch of furnaces in here, all making charcoal at once. And I was like, there's literally no reason for me to not use the alloy smelter in this. Because I try to use different stuff each time, so we're all using everything from all the different mods. But this was definitely one of those times where I was just like, you know what? The alloy smelter is probably the best for this. So, yeah, that's why I used it. How do I want to do this? I guess since I'm going to get rid of all this water anyway. Because, yeah, this room is more than likely going to expand a little bit. I'm going to have some more stuff up here. Because, again, this charcoal is going to go towards powering a lot of our bee stuff and other forestry-related things that I decide to do. Yeah. So, yeah, it's a pretty good idea for it to be kind of close. All right, so let's get this guy going like this. And I think that is it. Oh, insert. Oh, yeah, I got to set this to extract. Ooh, how am I going to do this, actually? Oh, no, never mind. I can do that. Insert, and now we need to extract on blue. Always active. And then over here, I'm going to put you on insert on blue. And this should put our charcoal... What? There it goes. Nice. I don't know why that went in there. There we go. Cool. So now all of our charcoal is going to land in here. So this guy, perfect. We have done it. Finally. I've been talking about it for I don't know how long now. How many episodes have I mentioned automating turning this freaking wood into charcoal? And now we have. Sweet. So like I mentioned, we're going to be using this charcoal to power a railcraft boiler. To power a lot of our factory stuff. our forestry stuff that we're going to be doing, like bees and any type of farms that I might want to do, and a lot of other cool stuff that we can do up here. I'm going to try to stick to like naturey things up here, even though we're using like the most unnaturey thing ever to power it. I figured it'd be cool if we did some stuff up there, or up like that up here. So anyway, that's going to be it for this episode, guys. So thanks for watching. I have been Lanolin, of course, and this has been episode 78 of my modded Minecraft Let's Play series. Next episode, we're going to come back and we're going to work. Well, what are we going to be doing? We're going to be working on actually a little bit of a side project that it relates but doesn't relate. We're going to be making a oh man, what's it called? A blast furnace. Yes, to make steel. Now, I don't think our upcoming projects are going to need steel, but I figured if we're going to be messing around with railcraft stuff, one of the most straightforward things to do, other than making a coal coke oven like we did downstairs, is to make a blast furnace, because some stuff in railcraft does use steel, and it's good to have it on hand because it creates pretty slow. And one thing that's interesting about the blast furnace is that it only works on charcoal or coal coke, but we have way more charcoal, or we will have way more charcoal than we have coal coke. So be sure to tune in for that one, because it's going to be pretty nifty. So thanks for watching, guys. Again, I have been Lano, and this has been Modded Minecraft. Be sure to like, favorite, and subscribe if you love this episode and all the other cool stuff that I might do. So thanks for watching again, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.